Hi there, everyone. Oh, looks like we've got a camera out. Hang on a second. And let's see if that makes it. Oh, there we go. Hey, everyone. How you doing? Hi, hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. Konbanwa. Because it's evening here out in the nearby Seattle area. I'm near Seattle. If I hadn't mentioned that before, I think I did at the first stream. So welcome everyone. Good evening to everyone else who's in other time zones earlier than us, or I think I got some people who are on the other side of the world. Hello, other side of the world. I think it's afternoon there, right about. Yes. Hello, Jay. Jay, I'm pretty sure Stuka is nearby too. So welcome. I don't know who else is popping into the chat. You're the first one. You win. You get a prize. How about some Pocky? You know, this is part of the birthday celebration. Birthday celebration stream tonight. So yes, thank you. It was actually my birthday on Thursday, which would have been the 3rd. Is that right? Am I looking at the calendar correct? Yeah, Thursday. This past Thursday was my birthday, so thank you for the belated birthday. And I figured I was going to do He'll Be Here Soon. No, cool. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing Stuka again. Yes, so it is, isn't it, Pocky? Look at that. See, part of the stream celebration, I went to the Asian store that's near me, but 5-10 minutes away from where I live, and I bought these, which I will eat on stream later, and you guys can, vicariously partake in the eating of the poke. I also got this. This was really cool. Look at this. I got some mochi. Look at that. Oh, isn't that tasty looking? Look at that. Oh, Field Medic, welcome. I know who you are. I figured it out. At Decanter. Hey. Hi, at Decanter. Hey, everybody. Field Medic is back. You remember him from a couple of streams ago. The previous stream, he's back. Field at Decanter. Say hello to everyone in chat. Can you smoke those? I've never really tried. I know it's like a bread thing, right? They're the cracker. So I'm pretty sure if you light the end of that, it's going to go up in smoke and probably burn my face. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to burn my face on the air. You could not pay me to. I will happily do other stuff, provided I have room behind me to actually stream and that you can see that. I think there was a... they're not here in chat yet, but on Twitter, a couple of other other chat people. You guys probably remember. I think it was May and Haru, or maybe it was Amber. Amber and Haru wanted me to dance on the stream. I really don't have space to dance around me. But welcome at Decanter. Hey, everybody in chat, say hello to at Decanter. You're probably new. I don't think we've seen you before. And if I know you as a different Twitter person, hello, you different Twitter person. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to eat some of this later on. And then, look at that. That just looks tasty. Look, I think these are the red bean one. Let's see, what do they have here? They've got peanut, sesame, and red bean mochi. So look at that. That's some tasty stuff. I will partake in that later and tell you how good they are. There's some, sesame one? Sesame one's right there. I can't tell direction. I have no clue. Spatially challenged. So, alright. So, welcome to the birthday celebration. Tonight, of course, as I promised last week, we're going to have a little concert. So, we're going to do that. I'm going to wait for a few more people to show up in the chat room. I have no idea. We have 5 people concurrently, so I want to make sure that they... Oh, yes. Aren't they good, Field Medic? FM. I'm going to call you FM, which also stands for Field Manual. Yes, Jay, you should go get some. You probably know which store I'm talking about. It's right there by the mall, and you probably know which mall I'm talking about. The little Asian market. That's where I got that. It was $5. Not bad for that big package. I mean, that's a pretty goodly package right there, right? It's doesn't say how many there are in there. Probably 2 of each, maybe 3 of each. 15 ounces of mochi. I mean, I'm gonna eat all 50. No, I probably won't. I'll save some for tomorrow. Maybe we'll see what happens. But I've got pocky. I can take the pocky and stick it in the mochi to make some kind of weird alien-looking thing. Wouldn't that be cool? An anime about like sentient mochi, right? They come down from another planet, from Mochi Land or Mochi 56, some planet way in like Alpha Centauri nearby. Way out there, and they come in a spaceship. They want to learn about Earth. How about that? I mean, hell, they already have a Capybara-san is an anime about a family of capybara. They just kind of wander. I think they're like 2-minute episodes or something like that. And there's 12 of them. 12 or 13. There's an entire season of capybara. It's called Capybara-san. I started watching it. It's really cute. And they just kind of travel, and they have like they meet up with other animals, but there's 4 of them. There's like the mom and dad, and then the 2 baby capybaras. Shoggoth, oh god. Shoggoth mochi. Ooh. From the great beyond. From the great beyond. It is said in the Necronomicon that the Shoggoth mochi shall come when they have been summoned by the right of the Shoggoth. Ya Cthulhu Shogi Mochi Fatagan. Anyway. Okay, now I'm getting some really bad pictures in my head for Cthulhu Mochi, bordering on, never mind, we won't get into the tentacle stuff, so that's just weird, man. Totally, man, that's like so weird. The Shoggoth Mochi. Like, oh my god, brah, have you seen the Shoggoths? Anyway, so where was I? Oh yes, so we're gonna feed on that later, as part of the birthday celebration. Probably when we're talking some anime. But I'm going to go ahead. We'll get started with first. I figure before my pipes blow out and spend too much time, because I know by the end of the night my voice is a little tired, so I want to make sure I'm up in power up here. So as we're getting started, so we're going to start with the concert in a few moments. Oh, and I forgot to. How is everybody tonight? Field Medic, how's everything down there? I know you're in California. I know your folks. So May, there is May. Hello. Thank you, May. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning. And thank you. Happy birthday again. I'm celebrating birthday multiple times this week. So first it was on Thursday, and then somebody else wished me, wished. That's the past tense, right? It sounds weird in my head. Somebody said happy birthday to me yesterday, on Friday. So I was like, hey, the entire month is going to be my birthday, right? So it's all going to be good. It's all good. Okay, so May is here. May, say hello to everybody in chat. I'm sure you remember Jay and Field Medic. At Decanter is new, or at least a new face here in chat. So say hello, May, say hello at Decanter. At Decanter, here is everybody in chat. I hope you can join us again for future chats. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have as many people as we want, especially when we're talking some anime, which we'll get to some. Today's topic, when we get there, is going to be sub versus dub. Subtitled, not the other kind of sub. Ayako! Hey, Ayako! Ayako is here! Ayako the man! Ayako the man! You the man now! Ayako, say hello to everybody in chat. You probably remember everyone. Field Medic, Jay. There's At Decanter is new. Say hello to At Decanter. At Decanter, Ayako. Ayako is one of the regulars here. Hey, and yes, there you go. It's everybody just, chat amongst yourselves in chat. Get friendly. And thank you again, Ayako. Yes. Speaking of Ayako, we were talking on Twitter the other day, or a couple days ago, and he was talking about nesso berries, and got me thinking. I had been looking at some nesso berries that I wanted to get, and I have found a Rimirin and a Kasumi nesso berry. They're just this little small ones. Not I didn't find the huge, ginormous ones, which I think are like 12 feet long or something, the size of a Buick. No, these are just like little size of a ruler, like 12-inch or maybe 8 inches plush toys. And I thought, hey, I got some birthday money, so yes, Ayako, I'm going to go buy those two. And when they get here, I will take pictures and show everybody. Speaking of, because yes, you see it. Yes, I'm wearing this shirt again. It is clean. Damn it, I did laundry earlier this week, so these are clean. Not to worry. Not to worry. I do wash them. It's not like I wear them and I'm not even gonna get into that. It's not like a body pillow or anything. Body. No. We won't get there. Yes, thank you, May. Yes, I'm sure that's either for the birthday or or for buying the Kasumi and Rimirin Nessos berries, whatever they're called, Nesso berries. Anyways, so I'll be picking those up probably in the next couple days, or whenever I get a chance to get back on my computer and go to that website again where I saw them. So May is here. I hope we get some more other people coming in, but I'm gonna go ahead, like I said before, the pipes wear themselves out. We're gonna go ahead and get started with our little concert. Now, a quick word about what I'm about to do next. If you guys happen to we must hydrate in order in a world where there is no hydration. One man. No. Yeah, just hydrating. Oh yeah, quick word about the concert. I have a feeling that once this goes out, I'm probably going to end up trimming this section out of the stream, because I'm gonna get a copyright claim. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a copyright claim because I'm pulling some of these songs. I'm pulling karaoke or instrumental versions. So chances are good somebody's gonna knock me with something. Yes, thank you, Field Medic. Hydration check. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. We got water here, sir. So I'm probably going to end up trimming it, so else I risk a copyright claim or a strike, and I really don't want anything like that. Even though it's for a good, I think it's for a good cause, At least I want to say it's for a good cause. So yes, Field Medic, tell your mom I'm about to sing and I'm checking hydration, so she'll be pleased to hear about that. Okay, so here we go. Are you guys ready for some little bit of anime song, anison? Which one is it? I've heard both. Do people say no Starbucks today? I actually had the day off today, so I didn't go out. I just stayed at home. I had some stuff that I had to get done. And then I had some anime, and I didn't get a chance to go out. So no, today's just water for today. So next stream though, next week, I will be getting a sponsored by Starbucks and Bushiroad and Animate USA. I only wish, maybe I should write Bushiroad and say, hey guys, I'm doing this thing. Come and sponsor me. I'll give news to everybody. I shall spread the word of Bandori. This session is not sponsored by Starbucks, but next week will. Yes. And so I did not get a Choca Coronet. Remy would be displeased with me this week, but I think I can bear it because of what I'm about to do shortly. All right, so I think, like I said before the pipes wear out, we're gonna get started. All right, here we go, folks. I hope you enjoy. Let's see. Let me prep a couple things here. All right. Come on.
Power on. Auxiliary.
Yes, I have a robot handling my sound check. Just a little speaker. I've got it set up because I realized, hey, here's some tech stuff for you who might be interested. I was gonna have everything coming out from my computer, but I noticed we were getting really bad lag time. Audio was not in sync with anything. So rather than subject you folks to that, I'm doing all the audio, except for the mic input, which you can hear from me. I'm doing all the audio from an external source. So we should be, it should at least sync on my end here. Hopefully it syncs on your end there. And like I said, this is going to be at least a one-time part of the stream. I'll trim this from the final one so I don't get a strike for my channel, because that would suck. So all of you who are here, I hope you enjoy, and I hope we get some more people in by the time I get to the fun stuff. But only 4 songs. Like I said, it's going to be a short concert, some anime stuff, and some tribute type stuff, which I'll talk about. So, all right, here we go. Without further ado, as they say. Let's see here. Okay. Hikaru Ichijo showed worth when Zentradi came to Earth, and with Miya Hayase took a stand. Ixer 1 was there, did she have underwear? Amurure had Mobile Suit Gundam. And who else do I see? Why, Mazinger Z and Beast King Lions on hand. Dairuger 15 has cars, and there's Sakura Wars, and Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Giant Robot Anime Show, Rival Mecha, go toe to toe, see laser swords and mighty battles, hear big guns booming, feel the ground rattle, whoa, at the late night anime mecha show. And what mecha anime am I talking about? Oh, here's a little list. Voltus 5 and Orgus and Southern Cross and Aura Battler Dunbine. Giant Robo, Big O, 5-star stories, Grandizer Evangelion. There's Dankuga, Dangayo, Go Shogun, Gigantor Mospita, you see, Votom Zeo Rhymer, and Escaflowne, and Megazone 23. Giant Robot Anime Show, Rival Mecha, go toe to toe, see laser swords and mighty battles, hear big guns booming, feel the ground rattle, whoa. the late night anime mecha show. I wanna go, whoa, to the late night anime mecha show. I won't outgrow, whoa, the late night anime mecha show on video, whoa, the late night anime mecha show. And so we've got giant robots already. Let's turn instead to the greatest starship to ever take command of the skies and traverse the stars. I'm talking, of course, the space battleship Yamato. Saraba Chikyu yo tabidatsu fune wa uchu senkan Yamato. 宇宙の彼方イスカンダルへ運命背負い今飛び立つ必ずここへ帰ってくると手を振る人に笑顔で答え銀河を離れイスカンダルへはるばる望む宇宙戦艦ヤマト And now the English version. We're off to outer space. We're leaving Mother Earth to save the human race. Our star blazers, searching for a distant star, heading off to Iskandar, leaving all we love behind. Who knows what danger we'll find? We must be strong and brave. Our home we've got to save. If we don't, in just 1 year, Mother Earth will disappear. Fighting with the Gamelons, we won't stop until we've won. Then we'll return, and when we arrive, the Earth will survive with our star blazers. All right. So we got those two out of the way. I got two more for you. I hope you guys were enjoying that. Let's see. Yes, subbed in. All right. Oh, we got lighters. All right, excellent. Stuka, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Captain. Yes. So now the next two. Okay, the next one. May is here. She will appreciate this one. For you who have not seen it yet, go watch it. As I hydrate in preparation for this one, this one is in tribute of a story we all know and love. For those of you who are there in chat, about a young girl, her 4 friends. Delta, welcome. You're just in time for the concert. A young girl, her 4 friends, and inspiration brought on by hearing the heartbeat of the stars. Starbeat, Hoshi no Kodo. La 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 la. La 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 la. いくつもの夢を数えても聞こえないふり続けてきた。本当はずっと気づいてた。記憶の底小さな声聞こえる。星の鼓動を捕まえたならその手で抱きしめてもう離さない。話したくない私たちのスタービート走ってた。いつも走ってた。愛と勇気を届けたい。眠ってた声がいざなった風の夢見る君の歌。まぶた閉じて諦めてたこと今歌って今奏でて昨日までの日々にさよならする。あの日から聞こえ続けてる漕ぎ出す船さえずる風。懐かしい記憶をたぐって星が巡り届ける声聞こえる。君の鼓動に歩幅を合わせ明日を夢見てる。一つの気持ち掲げ進もう声を合わせスタービート走り出す今日も走り出す愛と勇気を届けたい。眠ってる声が聞こえたら意志と勇気が切なくてまぶた閉じて諦めてたこと今笑って今許して昨日までの日々にさよならする。ラララララララララララララララララララ遠く一人願うだけだった夢のかけら守ることずっと一人祈るだけだった君と一緒に歌うこと走り出すいつか走り出す風に揺れる君の歌走り出すいつか走り出す届けたい歌君の声指をつなぎ始まったすべて今歌って今奏でて昨日までの日々にさよならするララララララララララララララララララ Okay. Whew. That was a fun one. How was that, guys? You guys enjoy that? Ah, yes. Thank you, May, for all the stars and glitters. Yes. Okay. I got one more song. This one is going to be... This one's going to be a tribute song. As you know, as I mentioned last week, thank you, May. Yes, thank you. Yes, Starbeat is one of my favorite Poppipa songs, and thank you. I'm wearing Kasumi. I got Kasumi on the shirt. Thank you. I did feel a little verklempt. So yes, thank you, Joy. Thank you very much. So this last number I'm gonna do, like I said, is gonna be a tribute. As I mentioned last week, Tomita Maho, her birthday was on June 1st. And in case you guys didn't know a little bit about her background, when she was 9 years old, she was cast as the lead in Annie at 9 years old. So that was, I think, one of her earliest stage appearances. She actually played Molly, Annie's friend, I think like 4 years earlier when she was 5. She was cast in that, but at 9 years old, she won the coveted role of Annie. And so I'm going to sing this one in tribute of her birthday. Happy birthday, Tomita maho-nee. Happy birthday. This one is this one's for you. Asa ga kureba tomorrow, ii koto ga aru tomorrow, ashita. Yume miru dake de tomorrow, surai koto mo wasureru. Itsuka sabishikute yutsu na hi ni wa mune wo hatte utau no. Asa ga kureba tomorrow, namida no ato mo kiete yuku wa. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, ashita wa shiawase. Sabishikute yutsu na hi ni wa mune wo hatte utau no. Asa ga kureba tomorrow, namida no ato mo kiete yuku wa. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, ashita wa shiawase. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, ashita wa shiawase. Happy birthday, Tomita Maho. And there you have it, folks. I think that that wraps up our little concert there. So, that was fun. You guys have a good time? Let's take a look at chat and see where everybody's at. So, yes, I'm going to put my cans back on. And turning off my external speaker. There we go. All right, so there. Hope you guys enjoyed that little concert, little bit of anime song, little fun stuff. All right, so let's get into some good stuff here. All right, thank you guys for coming to the concert. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm gonna hydrate real quick right now. And all right, here we go. So of course, thank you guys. Thank you, Stuka. Thank you, Jay. All right. So as we do every time that we do this show, the first part, of course, we have to will always be All right, so what have we got? Well, what do we got going on this week? Let's see. Well, I don't know if most of you just thank you, Field Medic. Thank you. Yes. So Girls Talk Party Part 1 or Day 1 aired this morning, early this morning. My little timer went off, little notification bell went off. I did watch it. It was so short. What is that? Short. And I like that they did, go in and have it stream on YouTube, and I think Day 2 is also going to stream on YouTube, according to what I'm seeing here. Let's see here. Yes, there's going to be a live stream announcement. Episode 2 of Roselia, Song I Am, which is coming in July. Pay-per-view, at least for us in the States. The Film Live second stage, which is the sequel to the one. Remember? Oops, excuse me, guys. I bought the CD. Duh. Yeah, I meant this. I bought the Blu-ray for the first one, and I think it should be on High Dive. I think. Yeah, 20 minutes long. The free section. Come on, look, Bushiroad. Listen, hear me. Listen, we've got fans outside of Japan having this. I think they did some company or service called Pe live stream, which apparently you can only do in Japan. So I guess it's restricted to Japan residents. So the rest of the world has to deal with 20 minutes. Although I'm told, I won't get into it here because see me afterwards. If you guys are interested, Haru, I'm surprised she's not here, but Haru gave me some news regarding that, so you might already know. So you're well on your way. But anyway, Day 2 of the stream is going to be at 6 p.m. June 6th, Japan time, which is 2 a.m. here, and I've got it set up on my phone. So yes, I will wake up or I'll probably just stay up after this stream. Stay up into the wee hours of the morning. I got some tea. I got here's how much of a nerd I am. This is my coffee cup. You see who that is? Yes, I started watching in 92. That tells you how old I am. Do the math. I was in college in 92. So yes, Xena, Warrior Princess. Yes. So I'm gonna make some tea, some black tea, some Earl Grey. Do I have English breakfast? Some really hardcore stuff, and stay up until 2 in the morning, and then watch it, and then just crash, because that's how I roll, man. That's how I roll. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm not that hip. So yeah, 20 minutes. Look, Bushiroad, or whoever you're doing for all the licensing. Bushiroad US. You've got offices in Los Angeles. Hear me. Make it available for everybody all over the place. Like I said that for the last time for Roselia, the episode of Roselia. It was great that you're streaming and you could pay for it, but it was only US and Canada. What happened to South America, Central America, Europe? Hell, I'm sure there's a lot of Bandoris in Europe. I'm pretty sure we got India, Vic, who has he been in the? I don't think he's not been in chat. But Ayako was on his podcast. He's out in India, right? He's not able to get any of the good stuff either. Luckily, we were able to at least stream or do pay-per-view for Roselia, which yes, I did buy. I won't watch it until the second one is available, so I can watch them back to back, because that is how I roll. I'm not even gonna try to be hip about that, but yeah, make it available for everyone. There's gotta be a way to get all that licensing done. You really want to reach more people. I mean, Anime Expo, yes, they came out. Yes, I caught an interview with Ai. She was interviewed at Anime Expo. I think it was 2018? I think I'll have to check on YouTube again when that was. It was either 2018 or 2019. I might have been 2018. Roselia came to Anime Expo in LA, and there was a YouTube channel that interviewed her, but she was here, and I think I saw pictures of the crowd that was there for her panel or whatever they had, that the event. It was pretty crowded. I mean, fairly good size for a convention, and I'm sure any conventions who have, I mean, there are conventions where people are cosplaying as Bandori members. I mean, the Kasumi. I was going to also cosplay as Kasumi. We'll we'll deal with that at a different time, or I'll retell the story. But yeah, there are fans who are U.S. based. I'm sure. Yes, Field Medic. Look, I'm hydrating. Yes. Listen to me, because not that I'm the end all be all, or I'm the leader of anything right here, but if you guys are paying attention, pay attention to the other fans elsewhere. Japan is great, like Ayako had said in his podcast appearance with Vic. They shell out a lot of. Bushiroad is shelling out a lot of money. All the ad space they get. I mean, posters and everything. He says, in the trains they've got ads out. Everything's plastered everywhere. I think there was it was either in Shinjuku or Akihabara. They had the big posters coming off the building. So yeah, they're getting publicity there. We also want to give them publicity elsewhere, outside of Japan. We're buying merch. We're buying merch. The cards that I bought last time, which, by the way, that little box that they came in, check it out. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cute? Little stand-up poppy thing. They're not poppin'party. It's Roselia, but they have a little, I want them to make cards for Poppipa, and I'm probably going to buy a box like I did for this one. Yes, the Hydro Gang. Hydro Gang in the house. Hydro Gang. Yes, let's hydro some more, because, singing... That singing really, well, for me, it takes it out of me. Probably not other people who've done this more, but I'm an amateur. Just a few passing skills. So anyway, yes, Bushiroad. If you're paying attention, if anybody's paying attention, I'll probably buzz it on my Twitter feed too. Come on, let's get other people watching it too. I mean, I think it's great that they were able to do the YouTube stream, at least, 20 minutes, but make it available. Come on. If you only do 20 minutes, then tell people who are not just in Japan or in the area where the PIA live stream can work, that how they can get access. I will willingly throw down the bucks to. I will throw down. I spent $40 to get both parts of the episode of Roselia. I'm willing to spend $20, $30, $40 for a stream that I can watch, like you guys, like you were doing with the Pia stream. Yeah, if I can do it and it's something I want to do, boom, I will. So I don't know if there's some stuff that they're, yes, preach it. In the name of the Lord, in the name of Bandori. I testify in the name of Bandori everywhere. I'm suddenly gonna go southern here. In the name of Bandori everywhere, we must strike forth while the iron is hot like Roselia. We must be happy like Harrow Happy World. There is always a Michelle out there who will guide us to the promised land. Whatever am I doing? But anyway, yeah, you get what I mean. Let's get some Bushiroad. I'm gonna preach it on my Twitter. Let's get some more. I mean, have more avenues besides that. Let other people elsewhere, because that was one of the things that I saw, actually. Some of the comments that I saw in the live stream was, oh, I can't get it because I'm overseas. Overseas, the stream doesn't like overseas. We don't want the stream to not like overseas. We want them to like overseas, because overseas we're willing to. Right here, I'm willing to. I'm sure there's other people. Who was it? Tayo. Ayako, your companion on the podcast that I told everybody about to listen to. When you guys were talking about fan subbing, he's in Ontario, and he said there's some fan there's some of a fan base there, but some of the stuff that they're unable to get, so there's a fan base there. That's Ontario. That's on the other side of the country from me, east, and I'm sure there's probably I'm sure there were fans at Anime Expo who came from wherever. That's LA. I mean, that's a nice, entertainment capital, so to speak. You got other folks elsewhere that I'm sure. I'm still trying to find most of the continental U.S. based Bandoris. So if you are out there, I haven't heard you. Most of the people I've seen, or that I hear most of, seem to be out in Southeast Asia, out toward May. Out toward Ayako, Haru, and Amber, that in that direction. Nothing wrong with that. But I've only seen maybe a few who were out in my neck of the woods. But I know you guys are out there, so hopefully we can preach it. Help me preach it. The word of Bandori. Praise Bandori. All right. So where was I going with that? Not really. Well, basically that. But 20 minutes, hopefully there's more than 20 minutes that we can actually watch on day 2, because I think that was, if I remember the announcement from a week ago, the news announcement section that they said for day 2 seemed to be the one that was going to be YouTube. I don't know if it's YouTube exclusive. I hope it is, that I'm in that. There's more of it than just 20 minutes. Because I would have liked to seen there was correct me if I'm wrong, because I think you tweeted 22 seiyus from all the bands in Bandori on one friggin' stage. It was amazing. It was friggin' amazing. That was awesome. And of course, Kudoharu was mugging for the camera. That was hilarious. That was cute. But I'll talk about that a different time. If you guys are interested in that, I'll send you the YouTube link where somebody's asking a question to Non-chan, Shizuki Kanon, who's sitting behind her. The camera's on the two of them, but all you see is Kudoharu posing for the camera. It was 27 seiyus. 27. 27. Nana Daiba. Sorry, I had a Starlight moment. Forgive me. 27. 27. I got that right, didn't I, Ayako? I'm forgetting my numbers. And that's the number 27. It's not the counting 27, which I'm sure is something else. But anyway, yes, 27 seiyus, 27 on stage, like all at once. I mean, yeah, they were, they had the masks and they were divided. Each of them had their own monocles, but that was awesome. That was really cool. I definitely would have paid $40 to see both days. Or you charge me 40 each day, yes, I'll shell out $80 to watch 27 seiyus up on stage doing their thing, because I'm sure there was a lot more that was happening in the second half, or the non-free section of the show, which there usually is, but sometimes, I mean, even the Nico Nico channels and Open Rec TV, there's always it's at least an hour. It's at least 2 hours long. So you got an hour of some cool stuff, and then they do some other stuff in the bonus material, you could say. So it's like buying the steel box of the DVD or the Blu-ray with all the extra features, right? But you get some cool stuff still if you just buy the $20 DVD single disc. It's not the multi-disc with with the extra inserts and the maps of where Hanajo High School is, and Rio Sato, and where Circle is, and space, where space used to be, all that good stuff. The map of Bandori-land, right? Yes. Ooh, what do you got there, at the canter? What is that? Is that soup? I can't quite tell. Is that ramen? Ooh, noodles. You got noodles. I got pocky. Look, May. Oh, you missed it. Look, for later, while we're talking about some more anime, I'm gonna be digging into some of this and into some of this. Look at that. How about that? All right. So anyway, and yes, speaking of birthdays, speaking of paying for stuff, I think I mentioned I did pay for Tomitamaho's birthday stream, so I have that to watch. I've got 2 weeks to watch it. I think it's unlimited watching, so I'm going to be having fun with that tomorrow. That should be a lot of fun. I'll tell you guys all about it next week. Let's see, what other stuff we got. Oh, yes! This was just in, so we've got some Poppin'. Oh, yes, Poppin', yes. What I'm thinking of doing, May, I think I was telling everybody, was taking some Pocky and like sticking it in the mochi, which made me think of aliens that come down, maybe sentient mochi that come to visit Earth. I don't know, something like that. Oh yes, so announcements. So there's actually Aimi is going to be in 3 anime coming out. We've got Bokurema. Coming out in, let's see what I have here, in July 3rd, and then also on the 3rd, How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom, which was like a nice serious fantasy anime. That's also going to be on the 3rd of July. Aimi is doing the closing theme for that one. Pulpy Pie is doing the opening theme for Bokurema. And that's going to also have Sae, Otae, our rabbit friend, will be one of the supporting characters in that one. So that those two will be out the same day. And then Aimi's going to be in another anime coming out on the 12th of July called Battle Game in 5 Seconds. So that looks kind of interesting. I saw some of the promo art for it. I'm not sure the character or who she plays. She plays one of the characters. That's going to be kind of fun. And then, of course, let's not forget, Review Starlight, the movie is out. And there was some talk online. Apparently there's they posted that the Yokohama Berg 13, which I think is a movie theater house, has an autographed poster in the lobby. So if you guys are in Japan, if I've got listeners, if I got you viewers in Japan and you can get there, go check it out, because I saw a picture and it looks awesome. And that's the Starlight movie is out. And yeah, there was some people who were giving spoilers online, as usual. I mean, it happens. Apparently there's a sequence where Maya Tendo and Claudine arm wrestle, and then they play Junkin, and then Nana comes over and visits Maya, and then the Kukugumi start to call. First it's I already tweeted about this. No, those are episodes of Maho channel. That's not what happens in the movie. The movie's more serious. Don't worry about it. Ignore what I just said. But yeah, the Review Starlight movie is out. I hope at some point they'll put out the Blu-ray or DVD or something, because the first one is on my list of things to get. That I still need to get at some point. So And you know, if you're asking why are we talking about Review Starlight, I thought you only do Bandori. Remember, Bandori-related, Bandori adjacent, Bandori adjacent. And as we know, Ayasa, and are part of the Kukugumi. So and then of course Maho, yay Maho. Yes, wouldn't you, May? Watch that version of Starlight. That'd be really cool. If we just take all the Maho channel episodes and maybe a couple episodes of I Love Pro Wrestling and throw them together into some kind of like side story. It's the stuff that happens that you don't see in the main storyline, right? It's like when they go when they're at home, or they go home or whatever, in between all the fights that they have and the review of wrestling. You know, they have these things where it's all stuff that happens from the Maho channel and I Love Pro Wrestling events. So that'd be cool. Yes, I would definitely watch that. Maybe they'll do it as another like a Review Starlight Pico, like they did for the Pico Omori and Garpa Pico, because those were cute. If you haven't seen it, little chibi Bandori, kind of like what they look like in part of the game. And I told you I play the game, so yeah, part of the game. It's not realistic. They're chibi and they're cute and they're fun. So watch that. Yeah. So and speaking of other things that are coming out, we can't forget this was announced a few weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. That coming in October. Puro Ore, Pride of Orange. Girls ice hockey anime. Ai is gonna play one of the characters, so she's been cast in that. Can't remember if there were some other related Bandori people in there, but of course she's the one we gotta talk about, because after all, right? This is part of what happens here. Ojo-sama, the outstandingly joyful and over-enthusiastically unbelievable society of Ai and maho-nee appreciation. And because yeah, you know I was gonna do that. I can't help it. Like I said, I watched that little slideshow. I created the slideshow, for crying out loud. I like to watch that with the music. It's fun, and it's the chaotic pairing that is Ai and maho-nee. All hail and praise. So say we all. Okay, so got anything else? So yeah. Pride of Orange, girls ice hockey, because we need ice hockey anime. I mean, we've got girls soccer anime, right? Got competitive rock climbing, right? We got baseball. We got scorching ping pong girls. We had the bicycle one, the bicycle club. So we had racing, bicycle racing girl anime. Hell, we have May. I just told you about this one. Spice and Wolf, economics anime. Come on, how cool is that? I would never have guessed that I would be so fascinated with economics anime. But you give me something like Spice and Wolf, and you're like, what happens next? What happens next? I mean, if I remember correctly, I probably have to go back and watch it again. It's been a couple years, but I don't think there was anything like pitched battles or any kind of Dragon Ball fighting or arena fighting like you get in some other anime, which, nothing wrong with that, but it was mostly about economics, like trade, money, that sort of thing. I mean, it was like, and it was fascinating to watch. So May, I think I recommended that to you on Twitter, so you might have fun with that one. So I don't think it's for everybody, but definitely caught my eye when I watched it. So yeah, so girls ice hockey, why not? Why not have anime Mighty Ducks minus Charlie Sheen? Because we don't need a Charlie Sheen anime. That could be something completely way out there. I don't know if anybody's gonna really go for Charlie. Yeah, you never know. One could What's this you watch? Ah, yes. Oh, you watched it already. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, wasn't that cool? So much fun. I mean, it wasn't something that I would necessarily have thought to watch until my best friend said, "Hey, have you seen this show? It's about economics, and it's an anime." What the what? What? So yeah, Spice and Wolf is fun. I mean, let's face it, they're making anime just about everything. You know, how the body's immune system work? Cells at work. Come on. What else are they gonna do? I mean, they've got pretty much everything else. 90210 in space, right? Is the Astra? Was it Astra? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. I want to call it Ad Astra. Hang on, I think I've got it listed here. Stand by. I'll find that. I will find it. And while I do, you guys can hang tight right there. Maybe I'll tell a story. Mukashi mukashi aru tokoro ni ohime-sama sunde imashita. You like that? Oh, I thought I saved a link to it, but it's called Astra something something. Astra, I think Astra Lost in Space. Lost in Space. Anyway, Astra Lost in Space. It's big. Oh yeah, you saw yeah. Spice and Wolf in emojis. Why not? Sure. Yeah, Field Medic, exactly. Spice and Wolf I would never have guessed that would be something that I'd be drawn to, but it was very interesting. I enjoyed watching it. Yeah, sure, why not? We've got every other kind of anime. Girls ice hockey. We don't need minus Charlie Sheen though. I hope there's no Charlie Sheen type thing. Hell, we have strength training anime. How much are the dumbbells that you lift? Which I need to go back and continue watching because that was fun. Because I mean, they actually talked about exercises. What other anime are you gonna have where they talk about the kind of exercises that you do to help? Why not? Sure. There's a market for everything. Let's do that. Yeah, but Astra Lost in Space is basically. I saw it. I mean, it's good. It's good. I that's one of the ones that I'm continuing to watch. But it made me think of 90210 in space, because you know they're students and they're kind of, you know, all pretty good looking like everybody in 90210. So it wasn't your standard high school. It was like high school in space, but you know something happens and they gotta work together to get back to civilization. So it's kind of like it was like 90210 meets Voyager in space minus Captain Janeway. So if you can imagine that, you're halfway there. Go check it out. It's on Funimation. Yeah, so ice hockey anime, that's gonna be that could be fun. Yes, sports climbing anime. Was that Iwakakeru? I'm botching all these pronunciations. I had them written down, and let's see. I think I have it in some previous notes. Sure. Let's see. No, I don't. Oh yeah, Iwakakeru, sport climbing girls. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's a show about everything. What is the most? Yes, here we go. Here, Joy. That's a good question. What's the most niche anime that you have ever seen? Chime in on there. Most niche. Man, I mean, there's so. I mean, right now you've got Super Cub, which is about this Honda Super Cub, right? It's these two girls who turn out to be Super Cub enthusiasts and the adventures that they have, but it's about a Super Cub, right? That's pretty niche. What else? Come on, everybody, chime in. We got sports climbing. We've got economics. What else have you seen? I mean, we got tons of idol anime. Wake up, girls. Tachiagare. Stand up. Da, 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 da. And then, of course, you know, everybody's favorite, the Bandori series. Yes, so in chat, check that out. So now that we've gone into anime, let's talk about anime. Let's talk about some anime, because anime is cool, right? Okay, so follow up to last week's conversation we had about the classics, quote unquote classics, just older anime that I think is worth watching simply because they at least to some degree form the foundation to everything that we're seeing today. I mean, we're not going to have all the mecha anime that we have now had it not been for not just the giant robot anime. Get a Robo G. Oh yes, I'm watching Bento right now. I'm loving it. Thank you. That was recommended to me 2 shows ago by everybody in chat. So I started watching it, and I am enjoying it immensely. If not for a show like Macross, and what most of the U.S. kids who grew up in that time, early '80s, Robotech, but yeah, Macross and Gundam. Had it not been for that, I don't think we would have created all the other ones. I mean, all the other Gundam that we have now, up to Gundam Unicorn and everything else, came from the stories that were told in the early Gundam movies. And as it turns out, I think I saw something. Netflix was going to be carrying, starting in it's either July or August. They're adding the Gundam movies to their catalog. Oh yes, Tari. That was actually a good one. I have thoughts on that. You guys mind if somebody brought it up? Yes, Harukana Receive, beach volleyball. There's a badminton anime that I just started looking at. It was on I think it was on Funimation. But Tari. For a choir anime, I really expected. I'm gonna go off on Tari for a second, because choir, primarily because I did choir in college, so it kind of spoke to me a little bit. But I was really expecting. I had seen that right after watching Sound Euphonium, and I think Sound Euphonium was really a really good anime about high school like marching band, performance band, orchestra. I'm actually watching Harukana Receive right now. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. But I'm gonna give a quick thought on Tari while you guys are commiserating there or chatting in chat. I thought part of it was kind of wasted. I think there could have been so much that they could have done with the four main characters in there. The final performance that they had, just I thought it didn't hit very well. It seemed like a low tier Andrew Lloyd Webber wannabe that didn't quite hit the note properly. And I thought there's so much that they could have done. The song that the four of them sing, I think having it be done without the four of them and just the 2 girls at the very beginning and ended up becoming the end credits. I think if the 4 of them had, because I've heard a version of that song with the 4 of them a cappella, but they never performed it in public. It was done as sort of like among the 4 of them in a classroom with a tape recorder playing the piano part. And I think had they performed it to show the adults what they were able to do, because I think if I remember correctly in that one, the principal was against them performing. It turns out there's some history that was going on back there. So yeah, I think there was so much that they could have done that they didn't, and I had expected it, maybe my own fault, that it was going to be a little bit like a choir version of Sound Euphonium, which I really enjoyed, and I'm hoping to catch the movies at some point, because I think there's two of them, two sequel movies or follow-up movies from that, because I enjoyed the characters for Sound Euphonium, and that is on my standard rewatch list, which I've talked about. Moretsu Pirates, Space Pirates. Ooh, cool. Yes. Bureaucracy of Elvish Space Nobility. Ooh, that would be fun. Bodacious Space Pirates is what that makes me think of, May, and I could not really get into that. I think I got halfway through the show, and it seemed to peter out a little bit. I don't know if it just needs to. Maybe I got bored at some point with it. I got about 6 or 7 episodes in, and there was some stuff that was happening with space battles or something. Anyway, but bureaucracy, yeah, space nobility, bureaucracy. Sure, that's extremely niche. Oh, is it the same one? Okay. Yeah, I think I got about halfway through. Maybe I'll give it another check. Maybe it was just I was on an off day that I didn't quite finish it, but I think I got through half of the episode. I was like, it's waning on me, but you never know. It could be another pickup one. What else have we got there? We've got Tari Tari, Harukana Receive, Crest of the Stars, Muretsu, Pirates. What other niche? Bento, yes. Oh, Dagashikashi, which Stuka was talking about a couple of chats ago, right? It was all about old Japanese or classic Japanese snack foods. Speaking of snack foods, since we're talking about snack foods, how about I crack open a Pocky? Oh, which one? Pocky or the mochi? What do you think? Throw your votes in chat there, and we'll start on one. It's the same one. Yeah, I may have to check on that again. What were we going to talk about? Oh, yes. So while we're doing that, let's get on to the topic for today. Sub and dub. What are your thoughts on that, guys? I know I did a I did a poll on Twitter. I got 19 people respond. Not a whole lot. And turns out that about 16 of them said sub. Oh, I was just looking at that. How is that one, May? That looked interesting. Yeah. Yeah, yes, I know. It's all right, okay. Yes, I did say that I'm watching Bento. Thank you. Yes, Joy. You're trying to catch me. I know on the food anime. Minu tights. Field medic, what in the hell are you watching? You know, all we need now are what is it? I think Field Medic is the one who turned me onto this guy, this artist. I can't remember his Twitter name, but he's an artist, and he does maids on skateboards. And I'm thinking, is this a show? Because I would totally watch maids on skateboards. And he has them, doing tricks and stuff, doing ollies and, diving or, launching themselves off and doing tricks with skateboards. I would totally watch that. I was really sure that that was artwork or fan art from an established anime, and I think somebody told me it's not. He's just drawing them. He's just drawing these maids carrying skateboards or riding skateboards or whatever. No. Miru tights, yeah. anime about girls in wet tights. If it's anything like Kandagawa Jet Girls, I was not impressed. I was really looking forward to that. I think it was the episode, there was that one team of jet ski pair where they had weapons, and I thought, ooh, this could be good, because I got a thing for girls with guns with cats. But the fan service was just a little too much. I mean, it's a little too in your face, literally. So yeah, it was a little too much. So yeah, Dagashi Kashi, it's still on my queue. I may go back. I mean, Jay and Stuka were there when we watched the first episode, as you might remember. So I've not written them off yet. Amber, welcome, Amber. Happy birthday! Thank you for the birthday wishes. Amber, say hello to chat. Chat, say hello to Amber. Amber, you might recognize some names from previous ones. I'm sure you remember Field Medic. May is here. Jay, Stuka, and Ayako, who's floating around back there. Delta Sierra, I think she was here when you here as well. And then we have at Decanter, who writes anime titles and emojis. At Decanter is new. So yeah, say hello everybody. Yes, Stella Girls Academy, also the survival game one that has Ayasa in it, which I'm still watching. It's really fun. It's not Stella Girls Academy. They do a little more goofiness in there. Stella is the niche one. There's a other one, RSC, is about air gun competition, competitive air rifles, which is, I think, isn't that an Olympic event, part of the biathlon or something? Yes, so that's another one. And yeah, if we're gonna talk about that, Girls in Panzer, Girls in Tanks, tank battles with high school girls. You want to talk about niche? There we go, right there, right up there with was it High School Fleet, which did they pull that from High Dive? I'm not seeing it. I haven't seen it on Crunchyroll in a while. I don't know if they pulled it. I'll have to check. I thought I had it in my queue. That was a fun one. So that's girls piloting battleship, World War II battleships. Yeah, so there we go. There's some more niche ones. I mean, I think everything is niche, isn't it? So far. Is it laser target shooting? I thought they were air rifles. Maybe it's laser target shooting. But it's about target shooting, so it's not quite airsoft survival, matches. So I think saw part of the first episode of RSC. Oh, here's another niche one. How about working in anime? Shirobako. It's about an anime getting made from animation to, so the characters are part of the team, getting out to getting the script out, getting changes to script to the artwork and that whole deal. And then of course we've got Seiyu's Life, which is about 3 young Seiyu working, coming into the business and growing pains and stuff that happens there. So there's another niche one. Azure Lane. Yeah, I'm in the middle. And speaking of Shirobako, they just announced, I think it's a follow-up movie. Is it a second? No, there's a movie coming out. It's supposed to be releasing in the US somewhere. I'm not sure when, but I remember seeing something on Twitter about that. And I'm enjoying it. I haven't finished the entire thing yet. Again, this is one of those things where I'm watching in the middle and something else grabs my interest and go, ooh, what's that? We're gonna watch that. So I'm in the middle. Yes, I'm watching Sakura Quest right now. I'm watching the Chupacabra. The whole Chupacabra thing was hilarious. Oh my god. That's a fun one. I'm enjoying that right now. Skullface bookseller Honda-san. Ah. Oh yes. Azure Lane. I've not seen Azure Lane yet. I'm gonna have to check that out. But yeah, you were the one, Stuka. You were the one who told me to watch High School Fleet. I think we watched it. And Girls in Panzer. And I still need to see there's a follow-up movie to that. Skullface bookseller Honda-san. I think I tried getting into that one. Field Medic. I wasn't sure. It may need a second viewing. Oh, I talked about it earlier. Capybara-san. That's niche, right? It's about capybaras. Going along, eating, resting, walking. That's pretty much what all the episodes are about. Right? So there's even more niche. But made a bet because they brought about who can finish Shirobako first, and we'll have to do a dare. And when I asked them how is it, they gave really? They're not. So are you saying they didn't like Shirobako? Because I thought it was pretty interesting. What I've seen so far, I've made it through. I'll have to look again at my queue. Oh, you guys want me to open the mochi? All right. I got through 6 episodes so far. I'm enjoying it. So I don't know why they're not liking Shirobako. Because I think it's pretty. Guys, we're gonna open the box. Let's see, where is the opening box? Here. I was enjoying it, Amber. So maybe they're not into niche anime. Maybe they should go back to the more mainstream. Nothing wrong with mainstream stuff. But I've not gone. Oh my god, check this puppy out. Got 3 of each. Look at that. Oh. Huzzah! Look at that. Look at that. Alright, which one am I going to try first, guys? Yeah, I thought that's what I thought so too, May. Maybe they didn't like the take, but I thought it was pretty interesting that just what's involved in creating an anime show and the stuff that happens, when there are delays and you don't get the artwork in time or the timing sheets and whatnot. All right, so there's 3 of them. I'm thinking this is the red bean, sesame seed, and what was the other one? Peanut. Peanut is probably the middle one. Yeah, Amber, go check it out. If you've got a service that gets it, I think here in the States it's on High Dive, which is I believe where I have it on. It might I don't know that it's on. I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll. And then if you like manga, what is it? Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun is one possibility. It's about working on a manga, and they're in high school. I'm going to do the red bean. Okay, so that's probably the top one. Here we go. All right, let me hang on a sec. Got a correct tool for this. No, Ayako, I'm not going to use the box opening knife. That would be just. Do you want me to use a knife on this instead of a pair of scissors? Who wants a knife to open this up? Right? You guys want a knife or scissors? Throw up in chat. We shall let chat decide. Chat will decide whether it be a knife or scissors. Hagami. これは Hagami. There you go, Jay. There's your Japanese word for it. Hagami. Hagami, scissors. Megane. You can call me, just call me Megane. Megane-chan. Megane. I can probably use that instead of Abner or Ace desu. Megane desu. Hasami desu. Kore wa hasami. Sukau hasami. Kiru. Scissors. Okay. Got to vote for scissors. Okay. Nobody wants the knife. All right. I'll put the K bar back. Japanese word of the day. Hagami. Oh, and it just occurred to me too while doing my vocabulary the other day. I added the word mirror to my flashcard list, and it turns out, and I didn't realize this, but Kagami Karen. Kagami is the word for mirror. So it's Karen Mirror. How about that? Who's, on Happy Round from D4DJ, which is fun, which is a fun show. There's one, DJs. DJ kind of EDM music. There's another niche one, D4DJ. It's really fun. Okay, all right, scissors. All right, fine. There be scissors here, lads. Lassies. All right, here we go. All right, we have opened. We have unleashed the Kraken. All right, there we go. Look at that. Talk about an unboxing, right? Friggin' mochi. Here we go. All right, let's see here. Oh, this is. You guys enjoying this? All right, here we go. Let's have some mochi. I've got napkins here. Let's see. All right, so I think the red bean one is the ones that I showed you. I'm gonna move this up here without making everything fall out. You see that? So I think it's the green ones up there. These guys here, and then this is the peanut, and this is the sesame seed. You right here. Try not to tip it over and have it all fall on my keyboard. So, all right. So the red bean one. It's actually kind of cool. It comes in this little. Little green paper cup things. All right, here we go. I believe that's a red bean. How about that? You guys' mouths watering yet? Here we go. All right. And then I won't be able to talk the rest of the night. Because ASMR on... Yes, ASMR. Yes. Can you hear that? See? I'm opening this now. I'm on this side. Right? I'm on this side now. I just use scissors. Here. Can you hear scissors? Sounds like a pew-pew sound, right? Fire weapons! I'm having too much fun. Okay, here. The paper. All right, here we go. Small enough to throw the entire thing in my mouth. Nope. There's some ASMR for you. Oh, that's good. Oh, man. Look at that. Look at that. Good stuff. Oh, yes. So in this box, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 15 mochis. Right? I'm probably going to eat all of them. Okay. I'm going to eat one of each and then I'm just going to choose pews afterwards. All right, so we've got the red bean. That's some good stuff. What am I trying next, guys? I leave the chat. Here's a dare, Amber. Live, since I'm not going to do the dance. There's not enough room for me to dance back here. You're not going to see a whole lot. I'll probably fall over stuff. So instead, I'm going to eat mochi on stream while talking anime. So what am I doing next? We've got sesame seed and peanut. So let's get to let's get to subs and dubs. So we got some people who said yes on subtitled, and Ayako had a vote for Japanese subtitles. I actually wouldn't mind finding some that were Japanese subtitles. It kind of helped me with my reading a little bit to be able to read really fast, which I'm not. I'm still going. What is that kanji? And thankfully, G-Show lets me search by radicals, so I can at least go. Oh, it looks like that one. It's got this. Oh, there it is. And then it's okuru. I have to send a tegami. Tegami, letter. Right? Which is really cool. Because the characters... Was it the characters in tegami? I think are the characters for hand and paper. Kami, not hair, but the other kanji for it is paper. So it's hand paper. So using the hand on paper... that's one way I was thinking of it. Yeah, Mochi and Amma, not much of a dare. Sounds like a typical Saturday. Yeah, it is. It is. But I'm doing it on stream! So that's cool. No, not much of a dare. Yeah, but no, tegami. Hand paper. So something from... at least that's the way it helped me remember it. So that was kind of cool. So basically, tegami is a letter. And you send a letter, okuru. Alright, so I'm going to eat the rest. So what's the next one I'm going to eat? Sorry, that was bad. Yep, typical Saturday. For me, I eat 15 mochi, an entire box of Pocky sticks, and stream, an entire season, provided it's already there. I'll stream an entire season of an anime. Alright, guys got some water down. Okay, you guys pick which one's next. We got sesame seed or peanut. Alright, subs versus dubs. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? Let's see what the chat says. Ayako has a vote for Japanese subs. That's cool. I wouldn't mind that. Like I said, would help in being able to read and learning how to read fast instead of going, what is that? And you know, it would help a little bit too in that respect. What are you guys thinking? I'm gonna watch for chat and see who else tells me what to eat next. Because you know, I don't know. Let's put that there. Here, let's also have a Pocky. Uh-oh, we've unboxed the other one. Here you go, Amber. ASMR unboxing. Sesame, we got one vote for Sesame. Alright, so okay, I got 1 vote for Sesame, 2 votes for Sesame. Okay, that'll do it. 2 votes. 3 votes. Two is fine. Field Medic says it's a mix for me. Modern stuff is fine dub. Pretty much comes down to availability quality. Okay, alright, there's what else for you guys? Let's do the Sesame ones. Alright, here we go. Sesame. Ooh. Alright, so as I'm reporting this for Sesame, it makes me think of a granola bar. You know, like one of those breakfast bars, like tightly packed granola. That's what the texture feels like. And if you guys say I'm doing a food anime, alright, fine. I'll go watch Dagashi Kashi. And Stuka's gonna have a field day. I got you to watch. Finally. Alright. And so will Jay. They'll be happy. Alright. So here we go. Got the sesame one right there. And the red wrap. Here we go. Ooh. That's pretty good. Mmm. Oh, that is good. So it's like the regular red bean, but and it's packed with sesame seeds. I mean, this thing is like all tightly packed sesame seeds right there. So you can see the middle is still the red bean paste. And I'm not sure what else they've got on the sesame seeds. There's like these little other tiny bits. But it's got a nice savory taste to it. And of course, you know, the sesame seeds are always fun. They get stuck in your teeth, but no. That's really good. Now sesame seeds. Nice. I would, if there was an entire box of the sesame seed one. Sorry, guys. If there's an entire box of the sesame seed ones, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, speaking of food anime, start Sweetness and Lightning and oh, okay. A dramatic reenactment of the stairwalk scene shown in every. Okay, is Revolutionary Girl streaming somewhere? And if so, or you have a copy of it, don't we? Right, Stuka? One of you has a copy. I like to at least watch the episode so I can get, you know, the full effect of the stair walk scene. And then I'll have to have somebody film me do that. I'll do it outside, separate from the stream, and then I'll play it on stream. How about that? Or I'll play it as a request video on my channel. What do you guys think? All right, I will go ahead. Yes, so I will find a stairwalk scene from Revolutionary Girl, and then I will reenact. Sweetening is Lightning is Totes Adorbs. Okay, so I'm going to, because it's Totes Adorbs, I will write that down onto the list. Sweetness and Lightning, and I'm pretty sure I can find that on one of the 3 services that I have. And Lightning. Okay. Sweetness thing. Okay. Alright, so Stuka says, I found that my preference really hinges on what language I hear it first. If I watch a show in one, then the other. I typically dislike the second language. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So my follow-up question to Stuka then would be, which one do you generally hear a show in first? More often than not. Or, you know, the large percent of the time, which one do you hear first? Do you often hear it in English first, or do you hear it in Japanese, or, you know, something else? And I think, who was it? And then Field Medic had the modern stuff is fine dub, availability and quality. Okay. It's on Crunchyroll. Okay, great. Awesome. So I will add that. Since it's cute, I can probably use that to watch in between episodes of Jorin, Princess of Snow and Blood, or Ice and Blood, or Snow and Blood. It's the one that has Ayasa in it, and Rachel, and has music from is it Raz, I believe. Is it Raz or is it Roselia? I want to say Raz. So May prefers subs. Well, unless with some of these newer ones, they seem to be getting the dubs out in time for, or like within a few episodes of the simulcast. Because I seem to remember they did that with D4DJ, right? Or am I mistaken? Like I remember seeing the subtitled ones, and then a little while later, like within a couple of weeks, they had the English dub for it coming out. I think they showed it on, it was either on YouTube that they had a channel on, or it was on I think it was High Dive was carrying the dub after both sub and dubbed. All right, so all of you at Decanter, did you already give your 2 cents? Devin, sorry, I did names. Delta, if you're still there, yeah, the simuldub, which is add additional comedy in series, turning drama series. Really, I was not aware of that. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Watching TV, which happens often. Okay. Then I'd watch the dub over the sub. Oh, okay. All right. So it depends on the voice actor as well. And so I was not aware of that with Thai dubs. That's very interesting. So you could take it. So I follow up question then, May, is it always done like that for all of the Thai dubs, or is that only certain shows where they think they can get away with it? Because that's oh, Field Medic, have a good one. Thanks for joining the stream this week. But for Western, oh, okay, not Western Chinese. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we'll catch you next week, everyone. Say goodbye to Field Medic. He's heading out. We'll see him next week. Hopefully, you can make it back here. Oh, okay. It gives off a different emotion for the characters' voices. Okay, that's an interesting. Oh, really? Not only for anime. Oh, everything else. So do they always do the comedic jokes in serious moments, or is it just certain types of movies? Not paying close attention. That when I want the real story. Mostly kung fu movies from China. Okay. All right. Yeah, so May. So sub when you want the reels. Okay. Okay. All right, so here's my take on the whole dub sub thing. And then I'll take care of the I found these jokes in all kinds of story. Oh, really? So to May, it didn't matter what kind of story, they just threw it in just to throw it in. Just for comedic purposes. That's interesting. I would never have guessed. I would not have known about that. Thank you, May. That's very interesting. Yeah, we'll do the peanut mochi in just a little bit. So my take on, and it always shows up. I see this. You always see this. It's the age old debate on Twitter, and I guess I never really heard it until actually I was on Twitter or started following other people or looking at the whole of anime fandom. And by the way, I know there's a bunch of you in the chat, but I don't know if I said hello to all the viewers who are not in chat. All you lurkers, hello. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I hope you guys were here for the concert. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So but I do appreciate it does for people who have a time reading subs. Yeah, there is that. That is true. So back to the top. So personally, I like subtitles, English subtitles. I wouldn't mind, like Ayako had said, if I was able to find a version that had Japanese subtitles. But for me, it's more of a learning thing. But I do enjoy doing the English subtitles. And this is one debate that like I said, I keep seeing it over and over on Twitter, and there's always it eventually gets to a point where, the translators are doing this. There was that whole kerfuffle, was it a week back or a couple weeks back, where it was the subtitle version of Nagatoro used the word sus, which which is interesting in and of itself, just because, and sus coming from the game Among Us to mean suspicious. For me, sus means to figure something out. So, and it is language where slang words will change over time. I guess that's an example of a word changing over time. The use of a word of a slang word changing over time. Although nobody says things are boss anymore. I'm really sad about that. Not that I ever used it, but I remember hearing it somewhere, and I think it was used in the 50s, 60s, or maybe the 70s. But anyway, beside the point. But and there was a whole thing on Twitter saying, oh, they shouldn't have done that. That's the word won't carry, or some. There was a whole thing about that. And yeah, I can see it. To translators' job, especially people who do subtitle, who translate for subtitles for movies and TV and especially anime, have a hard time, or have a it's work to try and figure out how to best convey what's being said in a different language in the local tongue, right? I should bring Boss back and Groovy. Well, Groovy, you just watch Army of Darkness, and you've got Ash saying Groovy. So that I don't think that'll ever go out of style, especially in that in that respect. But I'll bring Boss back. Bringing Boss back, that'll be my other thing. That and doing the staircase walk from Revolutionary Girl will be what I do. Well, that'll be what I do here on the show. So I mean, translators have a hell of a job taking a foreign language and putting it in the colloquial language for whatever their audience is, whether it's American audience or British or French or whatever, other countries. German will have a different take on how something is going to be translated that people use locally. So yeah, I can see they've got a hell of a job. In terms of whether I'm going to watch my anime sub or dubbed, I want to first of all say that the voice actors who dub anime, a lot of respect. They're doing a great service, I think, for people who want to watch their anime in English, basically. They've got a job in and of itself. I mean, they got to time the lip flaps to the dialogue they're given. So the translators who adapt the anime have to work within that constraint, because the lip flaps are in a different language, and there's going to be different timing for English words as opposed to Japanese. I'll get to that in just a second. For me, though, having said that, for me, I would prefer subtitled. And one reason for that is not just because I want to learn Japanese and I'm learning Japanese. I like to hear in the original language, and seeing, the subtitles help me, figure out what they're saying, and then I can kind of make the connection in my head. Oh, that is that word. Oh, that's how they phrased it, or that is phrased in this particular way. Whether that's actually what they're saying in Japanese, it's been Englishified. Is that a word? I'm a writer. I'm gonna coin a word, Englishifying something. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yes. So subtitle I enjoy. I used to prefer, in the past, I had preferred at one point that my anime be in English, because I wanted to know what was going on. right? I had seen subtitles, but I was more like, oh no, I want to hear it in English. Probably because I grew up watching anglicized. Yeah, thank you. Yes, anglicized. Englishfied. I like Englishified. Anglicized. Yes, sure. I'll go with that one. Thank you, Delta. Yes. So, put in English. So, yes, at Decanter. I don't Joe if that's correct either. So where was I? Yeah. So yeah, at one point I wanted my anime in English, and that was because I grew up watching Star Blazers, Force 5 Starvengers, which was a Getter Robo. I think I'd mentioned it was a movie version of the Getter Robo series, dubbed in English. You know, stuff was cut from the 26 episode series, and then put together into a 2-hour movie. So I'd seen that. I'd seen Warriors of the Wind. So I grew up, Robotech. Seeing all that was in English, and that was, what was sort of ingrained in my head. And then when I started watching other stuff coming out from Japan, Bubblegum Crisis, when it first came out, Dirty Pair, The Affair of Nolandia, what was the other one? The Macross Love Do You Remember? Most of those, all of those I saw in Japanese without knowing exactly what was going on. And I so wanted there be a way to learn. At the time, fan subbing was a thing to the degree that you could actually read the subtitles, because most of the copies at the time that you got, especially in the heyday of anime trading in the late 80s, early 90s, were usually, 6th generation copies on videotape of something that was already a 3rd generation copy of something. And so fuzzy picture, even fuzzier, if you get subtitles there, you could barely read them. So people who had copies that had good subtitles that you could actually read, were a dime a dozen at the time. My experience with trying to figure out what they were saying on Bubblegum Crisis was a printout, dot matrix printout of the scripts. And what I would do was watch each episode and try and follow along with the script in front of me. I tell you, it's the hardest. You're doing this a lot. So you can either watch and try and figure out what they're saying, and then just figure out where you are in the script, and you're flipping this, printout that was usually about this thick. By the time they took it out, they printed out. Taking the spirit of the source words and conveying the meaning to the target. So, like when I hear dubbed anime with colloquial to me quips, for example, "Calm your tits." Yeah, no, that's no, I agree. That's colloquial is very helpful. But like I said, so I grew up watching my anime dubbed completely. All was it 50 episodes, 40 or 50 episodes of Robotech, the combined Macross, Southern Cross, New Generation, or next New Generation. So Macross, Southern Cross, and Mospita mashed together with a overarching storyline, was all in English. So I grew up watching that. So for the longest time, I wanted my anime to be in English. Even with Bubblegum Crisis, I thought, oh, wouldn't it be great if they dub this, with American actors, and got us an English version. Having said that, I got to a point where and of course when the Miyazaki movies started coming out in the theaters, in particular Spirited Away, English version was great. It was, very well done. Also, Princess Mononoke came out. That was well done. I enjoyed the acting there, and I thought, it was fairly interesting. When I got, and this is now, here's the point where my thinking kind of changed a little bit, and I don't want to say I got soured on the experience, but it definitely made me think about which way I wanted to proceed from there. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind finally got an English version that was approved by Miyazaki, because when Warriors of the Wind came out, he hated what they had done with his movie, and I think for the longest time he didn't want to the foreign rights or something like that, or the dubbing rights to be done by anybody else or any of his other movies. And I guess they managed to get him to agree, with some work from talented group of translators, and getting a really decent voice cast for the English version of the movie. So I was really happy that when it came out, and I saw it in the theaters. Patrick Stewart as Lord Yupa. I mean, how awesome is that? I mean, this was, well past Next Generation. He's had his heyday. Everybody knows who he is. He's got that stentorian tenor, that British sound, very dramatic stage sound. Hell, why not? As Lord Yupa, who's, a very central character in the movie, aside from Nausicaa herself. Alison Lohman, another great actress. Shia LaBeouf, for whatever you want to say about him, they got a nice young male voice for that. Edward James Olmos as Mito, the sort of second in command in the village, and then a whole bunch of great cast of voice actors. I saw the movie, and I gotta say, for having all those actors there, only two of them were standouts: Shia and Edward James Olmos. Both actually had, they were playing secondary characters. We're not talking about the two, not necessarily main, but the main characters, at least in most of the movie. But we're talking secondary. Asbel was the prince of Pejite, is how they said it, and Mito was sort of like the father, not the fatherly figure, but one of the adults that helped out Nausicaa around their village kingdom. Those were the only two voices or performances that I thought had any emotion, any power, any life. Unfortunately, Alison Lohman, Uma Thurman, who played Princess Kushana, and was it Chris Sarandon played Kurotowa, who's Kushana's second in command, and then even Patrick Stewart. And when the video came out, I watched it again just to make sure I didn't mishear it. It sounded. I was really disappointed because it felt like they really phoned in their performances. Somebody else might have a completely different take on that, but there was no life to any of the performances. I kept doing this anytime they had a great line. And from what I remember from Warriors of the Wind way back, these were mostly unknowns, except if you know American voice actors of the time. Jimmy Flinders, Cam Clark, who was one of the Ninja Turtles. June Foray was the voice of Zandra, aka Nausicaa, and Jimmy Flinders, Cam Clark. I played one of the turtles. I want to say he was Raphael. Anyway, look him up. He played Prince Milo, the Asbel character. I mean, that was superb acting for a meant for kids at the time. This was like mid 80s, 84, 85. I mean, that was life. I mean, there was life, there was passion in the performance, but for somebody like Alison Lohman and Patrick Stewart and Chris Sarandon and Uma Thurman, it was lacking. I'm sorry to say, it was lacking, and so I was really disappointed. I mean, Shia was right on. I mean, he had everything in there, and of course, Mark Hamill, for the brief appearance that he had, is Mark Hamill. In any kind of voice role, he basically nailed the part. But for the big roles of Patrick Stewart, Patrick, I expected more from you. There was it was like you sounded bored. I'm sorry. There was no element of Picard or any kind of Patrick Stewart. And I've seen other stuff that you've done. There was no Patrick Stewart. There was no power in Lord Yupa. He's supposed to have power. He's like that silent, stoic force, and he's the greatest swordsman in the land. There was nothing in there. And for Alison Lohman as Nashka, there was no passion in what she wanted to do. It felt like she was bored, or she was just reading the line. There's nothing lifted it off and made it stick for me. So that was one reason that I started to think, well, maybe that was just for me. After that, I said, I think for most of these, I want to find the original. Yeah, I want to find the original for most of these movies or series. I've heard English versions of some anime, current ones, and as good as they are, what am I? Something about the voice quality in the ones that I've seen just don't. They don't work for me for some reason. I mean, they've got great performances for some of the ones that I've seen. Something about them isn't working for me. Wasn't working for me. So I think at that point I ended up stopping watching anime that was dubbed. Nothing against the people who do dub. That's great stuff. But nowadays, at least I find myself primarily wanting to just watch subs, and more now that I'm trying to teach myself Japanese, and it's a fun little exercise. I can turn the subtitles off and go, oh, hey, that's interesting. I can understand. I did find it was interesting. I did find it interesting at one point while I was learning my vocabulary. I can't remember which anime it was, but there was a scene in one anime that I thought was really interesting, in that the translation, or the subtitled translation for this one scene, the character, there are two characters. One of them has their back to a window. The other person sees something outside, points to the window, and in the subtitles says, "Hey, look out the window." And then the other character turns around and there's something that happens out there. I remember watching that and then thinking, wait a second. I listened back to it. The only thing the other character says in Japanese was "mado," which just means window. And I thought, that's interesting. And I started to notice, as when that kind of popped in my head, I started to notice every so often, especially in some of the high school animes, when there's siblings involved, the subtitles will say the sibling's name, whether it's, for example, in Bang Dream, Kasumi will call her sister Achan and directly address her. Achan won't say Kasumi, she'll say One-san. But the subtitles always give their names, which I thought, okay, that I guess for that, it's not really hey big sis. I guess it's not something that you would say in English. I mean, I don't remember the Brady Bunch, the characters, the siblings calling each other hey big sis when it was, Cindy talking to Jan or Marcia. It's always, it's always Marcia, it's always Marcia. Or it's Peter, or, it's Greg. Hey, Greg. It's not Ane-san. So I recognize it, but I just found it interesting that depending on what was said in Japanese, and I guess this goes back to that Stuka's point about transliteration, taking the spirit of the source word, conveying the meaning, especially in a dub. And I can see it, in terms of subtitles too. So I really have nothing completely against dubs. They have their purpose, and I think this is more of a personal preference for me now, more so that I'm trying to learn Japanese. And as back to Ayako, I would love to find Japanese subtitles. Just to help out more for me. But I think that's more of a personal thing, in terms of, it's a quirky, something I want to do. And it's probably something I'd have to third party or, code that would have to be added to a stream, a video stream or something like that. Or a video file that would show me something like that. But I have seen a couple of things on YouTube where it's they're older Japanese programs, and some anime too that have Japanese subtitles in them. So I just saved a few of those, and I'm gonna check them out. They look kind of interesting. So anyway, but that's more of a personal thing, I think. Not a big whole overarching thing. Where it's like dubs are bad or anything like that. They have their place. Most people like or will prefer a dub. I'm personally gonna stick with subtitles, and I realize when planning to talk about this that I'm pretty sure there's an English version of Bang Dream that's available for those who want to watch it. For me, in that case, it's not Bang Dream because Kasumi isn't Aimi. It won't be Bang Dream. English, notwithstanding, it's not going to be Bang Dream because Arisa is not Ito Ayasa. It's not Rimi. It's not Sae. It's not Ai as Yukina. It's not these people that I've already gotten used to, or have associated with these characters playing these roles. I mean, nothing against the English cast that are playing them. I'm sure it's great, but for me, I'm probably not going to watch that English, just because if they do an English version of Starbeat, I'll read the lyrics in English to get an idea of what's going on. But the song is not Starbeat if it's not in Japanese. So that's probably just a personal thing. You may agree, you may disagree. That's okay. You have. See, Netflix Japan have Japanese sub. Oh, very cool. That's cool. See, because you saw Bang Dream in Japanese first. Possibly that, but also I think primarily because the voice actors specifically are so tied, at least in my mind, are so tied to that particular franchise. And if it's because it was in Japanese first, that's I wouldn't mind actually seeing something else first in Japanese and then hearing the if it wasn't so tied in my mind to those exact people, because to me, in my mind, Aimi is Kasumi and Kasumi is Aimi, in much the same way that the characters themselves are the SHIYOUs. I think part of it has to do with that they actually play them on stage when they're playing, when they're playing as poppin'party or playing as Roselia, though they are their people on stage. So I wouldn't mind checking out, something else and seeing whether I have the same, if I have more of affinity in Japanese than the English version. It'd be an interesting experiment to try. Actually, I might try that with Scrapped Princess, because I think I saw it in English first. And since in English, you would find the sub hard to listen to afterwards. It's possible. Definitely possible. I will try it with. No, I've seen Scrap Princess in English when it came out with Netflix, back when Netflix would rent out DVDs. I think I had rented that on a DVD. I know it's on Funimation, and it's probably going to have both versions. So that might be an interesting experiment to try. It's something that I don't have a visceral, I guess you can say a visceral association to, and see which one I would prefer best. Here's one. Gunsmith Cats. First saw in English. Because that was the only version available on VHS, on video. When I got a copy of the DVD, they had both versions, Japanese and English. I like the Japanese version better. And that's after seeing the original English. I like the Japanese version better. I've seen Akira in both versions. English first, Japanese second. I prefer the Japanese. I have a copy of Appleseed, the anime, not the 3D one, not the computered one. This was back from 86 or 87, the old one, old version. It's actually on Retro Crush right now, but I think it's only the English version. I've seen both. The English version is The Japanese version I like better. And I'd seen the English version first, actually, and then saw the Japanese version later. So there's a couple of indication. I might check it. Like I said, I might check out for some of the later ones that I had seen that are on Funimation that I know have both versions. I would love to try it with something like Scrap Princess and see, because I've never seen the Japanese version. I actually here's one. Spirited Away. I actually like both versions. I'd seen the dub version on video. Oh, did they really? Oh, so Ayako. Oh, yes, childhood. Oh, thank you for calling it your childhood anime. I saw it several years back. Thank you. Appleseed. Are we talking the original, the anime? Oh, the original one from the late '80s, or the later one? The CG one. Those are pretty good. Too. Yeah, Scrap Princess. I would love to check that out with Scrap Princess and see which one I prefer. I would prefer more. But in any case, I think it comes down to personal preference. But I thought I'd cover that in the stream because it always seems to pop up, and I'm sure every other Annie Twitter person or Annie tuber out there has an episode. Oh, the CG, that was good. That was some good stuff. Enjoyed that one. The first one, the second one was okay. It wasn't too bad. That was the one when they're out in the sort of the Badlands kind of setting. But the first CG, was it Shinji Aramaki? Aramaki Shinji was the director for that one, I believe. Yeah. Thank you, Delta. You gotta go. Have a great. Yes, you too. Have a great rest of the night. Happy. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And oh, hey, look, we're reaching the 10:30 hour. We'll probably start to close up. But yeah, no, that was fun. I personally think it's a personal preference. Some people, like I said, enjoy dub. I have nothing against one or the other. I just happen to prefer subtitles at this time. And part of me too, Stuka. See if a thought on this. Which version would you rather watch? Das Boot in German or in English? I don't know if there's actually an English version or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't. Something like that, I would probably want to watch in the original German. Just something about it has more. There's more power to it. Is that somebody? Was it? Yeah, Amber was saying sub 2 something about the Japanese dubs that gives off a different emotion to the characters' voices. Something, along those lines too is what I kind of get. So, yeah, for something like that, even if it's a knockdown, drag out, awesome Oscar-winning performance of some high talent English actors, I want to hear Jürgen Prochnow in his original German. Something about it has there's something, like I said, there's a visceral, and maybe it's because it was originally shown with German with English subtitles. But anyway, neither. I think personally, I would say it's whatever your preference is. If you like them dubs, go for it. If you like them subs, go for it too. My take is I'm gonna have my anime in subtitles, but I will check out and see what happened to Scrap Princess and see if, since I saw it in English first, what the Japanese would be and whether I'm gonna prefer one over the other. So that's the third thing we're gonna do. Was it? Didn't I write this down? I know one of them is gonna be the staircase dare, staircase revolutionary girl, and then we're gonna do Scrap Princess watch. And then I can't remember what the third one was. I'm sure it was something good. I'm probably sure I'll remember and I'll talk about it at next stream. So yeah, I think that was kind of a fun. We'll talk about some new stuff next week. I have more to watch. There's a new episode of Nagatoro dropped that I haven't had a chance to watch. I know, May, I think you've been watching Saint's Magic Power. Things are getting good right now. There's some stuff happening. There's a new episode that just came out that I haven't watched yet, that I need to get to, and then I really want to we'll talk some more about Bento, which I'm enjoying immensely. I think I'm on episode 4 that I got to go and watch, and then Joran, Princess of Snow and Blood. That looks like some fun, crazy alternate Japan history. So it was dubbed years ago when it was kung fu movie level bad. Was it? Oh, okay. Well, maybe in that case, I mean, you gotta, yeah, sure. It's so there's a vote for Das Boot in Deutsch. So there we go. But anyway, no. So those are the two. I'm gonna figure out how to do the staircase bit, and if I can find a staircase that will actually do that. If there's some place around here, I'm gonna Stuka Jay, if you know of some place I could do that too, or get close to something like that. I'll happily do the Revolutionary Girl staircase walk or some variation thereof, and then we'll show it at next week's stream. So we'll figure out what next week's stream is gonna be. I'm gonna take in this peanut mochi without subtitles, or with subtitles, peanut, and we'll how about we end on that one? There it is right there, guys. Look at that. Look at that. The goodness that is peanut mochi right there. So yep. All right, so let's call it for now. 10:25. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Thank you guys who were there early for the concert. That was awesome. Thanks for being there. I had a good time. Like I said, I'm probably going to trim the concert out of a local over the music, because I gotta do the music. Okay, well, if I can find the music, I can do some tweaking there. Well, I'll work on it. Oh God. Anyway, yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna trim the concert part because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But if you want to see the concert, talk to me, because I'll probably have a private copy of the stream on my own. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming to the birthday stream. Hope you guys had a good time. We'll see you next week. And to everybody who came out at Decanter, thank you for coming out. I hope you come back next week. We'd love to have you again. Everybody, say goodnight to everybody in chat, and we'll see everybody next time. All right? Have a good one. Good night, folks.